Hello and welcome to Universal Studios Hollywood. It's been a couple weeks since I've been here and we have a lot to look at, from Grinchmas beginning to the unveiling of the Twosome Chocolate Emporium and Savory Feast Kitchen. So much stuff to look at today, so much to unveil here today. Let's just start on CityWalk at the Twosome Chocolate Emporium and Savory Feast Kitchen, which excitingly has been completely unveiled. Everything looks to be in its place. The front is getting landscaping work, which looks beautiful. All of the architectural details, like the sign is moving. I love all the details on the side. I think that these will be spinning at some point. And looking inside the restaurant, you can see some chairs and tables set up, some beautiful booths. Looks like some sort of telescope or sundial in the middle. But it's just very exciting that this restaurant that we've been looking at for so long is now finally unveiled, and hopefully we will be able to visit it sometime in the next couple weeks. Now, right across from Twosome Chocolate Emporium, of course, is the Universal Cinema, which has a brand new wrap for the new DreamWorks movie. DreamWorks, of course, is owned by NBC Universal. There's also a standee right next to the Universal Cinema for Puss in Boots, where they usually do standees. And in front of the cinema, they have also updated the movie posters to be some new movies that are coming out. Now, down from the Universal Cinema in Twosome, over here, we now have, of course, the Grinchmas Holiday Store. It would not be Universal if they didn't change the store from Halloween to Grinchmas in basically the amount of time it took to put the Halloween store up. The merchandise looks great. So speaking of, let's head down Universal CityWalk Hollywood and head into the park. First one in the park. I'm so happy to be here this early. There's a lot of stuff to check out, from Grinchmas to Super Nintendo World. Let's just start out and look at Grinchmas and holiday decorations. And the most exciting thing is that they are not rope dropping us. This is the first time I've been here in a very long time where they're not. Let's just head into Grinchmas right now. And coming into Grinchmas, I already see something new, which is the newly painted stage, which is blue. These seats, which are brand new as well. These seats were not here last year. And it looks like the layout has changed a lot too. Let's get closer looks at everything. So this last year used to be Meet Max. Now it is Meet Cindy Lou Who, and there's a stage up here, which is neat, and this fake facade. Over here, the Meet Max meet and greet is brand new as well. I think that standee is the same as last year. Here's just a look at Universal Central Plaza now. It's crazy how fast they changed this over from Halloween Horror Nights.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear that.
Okay, and I just met both the Grinch and Cindy Lou Who. Those videos are going to be coming up on the channel in the coming weeks. But right now, the Grinch, he's only been out for about 10 minutes right now. The line is already over an hour and a half. So this is the advantage, again, of coming here early. As soon as you get here, book it to the Grinch line, because that is a long line. And leaving the Grinchmas area, the Mystery Machine is back. I don't see Mystery Inc. here yet, but they'll probably be coming later. And we have this sign, which was just unveiled last year for Happy Merry Everything, which I love. And in addition to all of the window decorations, which have been up for a while, we now have stuff on the ground as well, like some trees, some presents, and over there, some nutcrackers. The front of Secret Life Pets Off the Leash looks fantastic with all of the holiday decorations, as does the front of Despicable Me Minion Mayhem, where it looks like the Minions have caused a little mischief with the holiday lights. To the left of Super Silly Funland, because Grinchmas has begun, the Parisian streets are back open. This was the home during Horror Nights to La Llorona the Weeping Woman, and walking through here you can see just how small this area is and how each scene needed to conform to the weird contours of this space. While the front of Minion Cafe was decorated last time we were here, the side is now decorated with a brand new sign saying Merry Mayhem. I love this. But I know a lot of you are not here for Minions, and while you love decorations, I know that a lot of you are here to see Nintendo. But before getting there are a couple more things we can see from the overlook, starting with the Creative Campus, which doesn't really look too different from a couple weeks ago. It just looks like they're now working on finishing it. It does look like it has leveled up, as has the building that took over the former commissary, which is right next to it, which now has this beautiful round structure to it. This is in a square plot of land, so hopefully they'll be doing some nice landscaping or maybe some outdoor seating around it. And then also from up here, we can see on the back of Jurassic World the ride, they have replaced replaced the She Said banner with one for The Fabelmans, which is a great movie, which is sort of autobiographical about Steven Spielberg. Highly recommend it. But now let's look at Super Nintendo World, and I don't think we can escape the elephant in the room. And of course, I'm talking not about the elephant, but about the giant Bowser head. This looks great. I'm so happy it came in. It's a little darker than I thought it was going to be. Maybe they're still working on finishing it a little bit. I think the eyes glow at night, so they might be putting on some sort of layer on top of it. And we will also get a look at this from the Starway, and I think that's going to be more of a head-on look, so I'm looking forward to seeing that as well. Coming into the land a little bit, we have a brand new column that's been added to the right of the Bowser's Castle entrance. I do believe this entire section out front of Bowser's Castle is going to be used for the extended queue for Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. And right beneath that is where Toad Cafe is going to be, or Toadstool Cafe. We will get a look at that also from the Starway, and we might get a look at the sign as well. Right now you can just see the protective covering that the head is going to be placed on or painted onto. There's a ladder that's up next to one of the piranha plants. Peach's Castle is looking absolutely fantastic, and right next to Peach's Castle we have another very big change, which is we finally have a green warp pipe. We will get a better look at this as well from the lower lot, but I am so excited. We have been looking at this warp pipe for months and months and months, and it's so exciting to finally see it be green. Speaking of green, right behind the warp pipe, to kind of block backstage just a little bit, we have brand new hills that have been added. I like this because it makes the Super Nintendo World sign a better photo op while also protecting you from seeing backstage. Another thing to note in the land is that the Yoshi's Island section of the Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge queue has been covered in tarp. That reminds me a little bit of the shading that's used in the Waterworld queue, these blue triangles. It's nice that they're keeping it shaded because from what I can tell, this is going to be a very, very, very long queue and you're going to be waiting for a while. Here's just a wide overview of Super Nintendo World. I'm just so happy that this is going to be opening so soon. It is so great that we are getting this. Now, I'll tell you what I say every time I leave the former smoking section. Do not smoke, it kills you. Walking through Springfield, USA, the Simpsons ride is the longest wait in the park right now. Let's head into the lower lot. Now here from the Starway, we can see a couple of things. Starting with Super Nintendo World, we can get a head-on look at Bowser's Castle and of the Toadstool Cafe or Toad Cafe, whatever it's going to be called, which is directly underneath. And here's just a wider look at Super Nintendo World and how absolutely fantastic it looks. People are saying it's not going to open until March, April, May. No, I think it's going to open a lot sooner. Now to the left of Super Nintendo World, here is our look at the building that is taking over the former commissary location. Here's just a different look at it. And right behind the mummy, they have removed the Universal Monsters Legends Collide house. This stayed up for a couple weeks after Horror Nights ended, but it has all gone into either the garbage bin or storage. Speaking of the mummy, to the left of the mummy, we have 3 new posters. One is for the Fabelmans, and 2 of them are for Puss in Boots, the new movie. Coming towards the lower lot, Jurassic World has closed for its annual refurbishment, which means all the water is drained in the Jurassic World lake. Now, behind Jurassic World, we do have an interesting development, which is right here behind me. The wall that's been covered up in scaffolding has been painted beige, and we have this brand new archway, which to me has to be an entrance or exit to the land. What I think it's going to end up being is the warp pipe will be the main entrance, and then this is going to be just an exit, but I don't think they would add a giant arch unless it was going to be an entrance or exit to the land. I think outside the character shop, these stanchions are brand new for better queue management. Again, this popcorn snack cart is brand new. They just added it a couple months ago, and you know it's a busy day when Optimus Prime and Bumblebee are coming out. They're not even here yet, and the line is already packed and there's already a crowd. And next to Transformers, of course, is the warp pipe entrance to Super Nintendo World. Let's get a closer look. Now, I am not somebody to say go peek over fences, but if there are giant holes in them, of course I'm going to look through. And from here, you can see the ground clearing work is done. They have done some flattening around here. It looks like there's going to be some stanchions or lighting or poles off here to the left-hand side of the warp pipe, which does appear to be complete on the outside. And it looks like they're still working on the inside. I think I see some lighting going on in the inside. That's pretty exciting. It looks very different than the warp pipe over in Super Nintendo World in Japan. Over to the right, those hills appear to be made out of some sort of faux grass as opposed to the brick kind of grass that you see behind the sign. And we also have new brickwork behind the entrance. It was painted gray. That was just some primer beforehand, and now it is painted a nice brown color. Here from behind Studio Cafe, we can get a slightly better look at the coloring of the bricks, and that looks pretty nice. Here's our look at the warp pipe between the Mummy and Transformers. I still think our best look is closer to the warp pipe itself. But because we're here, let's head into Transformers The Ride 3D. Leaving Transformers, the Transformers are not doing a meet and greet right now because it's a little bit wet. You can see they have fans right now on where they would stand just to protect the performers. Coming over this way, we have a better look at the brand new Cult Freestyle machines. Now, these were here the last time I was here, but what's neat is they do have specialty holiday items as well as the secret Coca-Cola menu. Grinchmas is always one of the most popular times out of the year, and you can just see how many people are down here. The park has been open for less than an hour and a half, and it's already looking like this. Speaking of the holidays, one of my favorite additions to the park every holiday season is the red wait time board. Let's take a look at wait times right now. Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey is temporarily closed. Friday the 5th is 55 minutes already. Ollivanders 25, Studio Tour 10, Secret Life Pets is 35, Despicable Me 55, Simpsons is 55, Kung Fu Panda 10, Jurassic World is closed, Transformers 50, Revenge of the Mummy 10, Animal Actors Waterworld and Special Effects Show are all playing today. Now, back in the upper lot, I did just get to meet Homer and Marge and gotta wish them a Merry Grinchmas and Happy Holidays, and those videos will be coming out soon as well. But I do want to head into the Wizarding World of Harry Potter for a second, because as crowded as the lower lot is, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter is always the most crowded area in the park. Well, of course, until Super Nintendo World opens. And I did come here because I wanted to do Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, but it does look like it's closed right now. So I think I'm going to head towards the front of the park, check out some Grinchmas merchandise, and maybe meet a couple more characters. So back in the Grinchmas Plaza, all the lines are a little bit too long to get food. I did get to see some characters like Shrek, who has a brand new Christmas sweater on, which looks fantastic, and Donkey, who has his antlers on. I asked him about that. Again, all of these videos will be coming soon, but heading into the Animation Studio store, I just wanted to show you guys the Grinchmas display, how beautiful this looks. I love all the Grinchmas merchandise, and this display is pretty similar in the other stores. Here's what it looks like inside the Universal Studio store. Right when you walk in, of course, you have that globe with the Santa hat on. It just looks great. It's great to have Grinchmas here. Also in the studio store, it seems like there's some new Fast and Furious merchandise around. Interesting. Outside of both stores is Hello Kitty, who's dressed up in some sort of peppermint dress. Very pretty and great for the holidays. Now leaving the park, thanks so much for watching this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.